It is the year 20OX. A terrifying plot threatens global peace. Several giant corporations bent on world conquest have pooled their resources and merged into one huge conglomerate. The members of the United Nations, concerned about this turn of events, have reconstituted the powerful air forces they were supposed to have disbanded. As a new member of Sidewinder, you must fulfill your responsibilities to restore order and world peace. A number of enemy reconnaissance aircraft have been sighted in Sector 23 in our sphere of influence. Intelligence suggests the enemy may be planning an invasion in that sector. We must strengthen our defenses. Institute patrols in Sector 23. Take up position over the city and await further orders. Mission 1, Stage 2. Intelligence has informed us that the enemy's ground forces have commenced their invasion. To counter this, we will strengthen our forces. Move to the base closest to the route the enemy is expected to take. However, the route to that base is under enemy control. Proceed at an altitude low enough to escape radar detection. Mission 1, Stage 3. Our reconnaissance aircraft have located the enemy's invading ground troops. The enemy forces are equipped with tanks and armored vehicles. It is assumed they have anti-aircraft weaponry as well. They also have attack helicopters. Stop the enemy invasion immediately. We have no confirmation of enemy aircraft in the territory as of this time, but be on your guard. Mission 1, Stage 4. Emergency. It's clear the attack you have just thwarted was a ruse. A mobile enemy unit has attacked one of our radar bases. Our base is surrounded and is on full-scale alert. The base needs support. Attack immediately. You must fly through enemy territory to reach the base. Fly too high, and you will be subject to air attack. Pay close attention to your altitude. The enemy organization, to throw us into confusion, is steadily consolidating its positions. A large corporation under enemy control has bribed staff at several high-tech research facilities in Europe. The enemy's ability to develop high-tech weaponry threatens the world's military balance and presents a clear and present danger. Intelligence reports that the enemy has established a top-secret research facility, the X-Lab, to develop and apply new technology. We wish to frustrate this ambition by destroying the X-Lab before it can present a threat to us. We are moving towards the border of Nation D to confirm the coordinates of the X-Lab. Mission 2, Stage 1. We have confirmed the location of an important enemy facility, the X-Lab. Our advance forces have been engaged by enemy air units. Strike at the X-Lab while the enemy's defenses are weakened. The target is an underground facility. An attack with conventional air-to-ground missiles is not possible. The attack will be carried out by B-52 and F-117A bomber squadrons. The area around the X-Lab will be heavily fortified with anti-aircraft defenses. Be wary of air defense patrols as well. Your mission is to neutralize these defenses before the bombers arrive, and then to protect them during their mission. Mission 2, Stage 2. We have established the position of the Launch Control Center for the long-range surface-to-air missiles responsible for the failure of the previous operation. The missiles are controlled by satellite link, so the only way to protect ourselves against attack is to destroy the center. The Launch Control Center is located in a deep and narrow ravine. You must fly into this ravine. Carry out a pinpoint attack and leave the target area immediately. This will require a superior level of skill. While the long-distance SAMs are ineffective at close range and low altitude, the enemy will have taken measures to counter any attack. Our honor is at stake. Destroy the launch control facility. Mission 2, Stage 3. A B-52 bomber returning to base has crashed in a wooded area in the mountains 5 kilometers to the south. Exploding munitions and fuel have set off a forest fire that is now spreading out of control. Given current wind conditions, there is a strong possibility that the fire will reach this facility and its ammunition dump in about 1 hour. Equip yourselves for firefighting and go put it out. Having lost a missile base in the previous engagement, the enemy has temporarily suspended operations at the X-Lab. But in Nation C, which had supplied funding for the X-Lab, domestic opposition has instigated violent protest, and this has complicated matters for the enemy. Our leadership feels this would be an opportune time to attack Nation C, and has dispatched forces to the neighboring nation of A. Our forces are currently en route to an airfield in the southern part of Nation A. Mission 3, Stage 1. It has become clear that a large enterprise controlled by a general of Nation C is supporting the enemy organization with both funds and supplies. We have received permission to utilize a military airfield in Nation A, which borders on Nation C. Move your forces there immediately and prepare for action. Mission 3, Stage 2. Unknown elements are jamming our radar. There is also a strong interference signal around the base. Our eyes and ears have been blocked. A large-scale enemy attack is expected. All personnel to emergency stations. Mission 3, Stage 3. Analysis of satellite images of a forested area of Nation C have revealed the presence of an exhaust vent. Further examination has shown that a large cannon has been skillfully concealed in the forest. Reports from specialists say that the capital city of Nation A is within range of ordnance fired from this weapon, making it a very serious threat. The cannon has been set in the crater of an inactive volcano. The only way to attack is from directly above. To avoid radar detection, you are to penetrate the area at very low altitude, then climb quickly when you reach the target. You will then go into a steep dive, from which to launch your attack. This is expected to be a very difficult maneuver. For this mission, a missile has been modified to launch at very high speed. Because this missile is experimental, there has only been time to prepare one. Mission 3, Stage 4. Analysis of satellite reconnaissance has revealed that the enemy's main ground forces have been mobilized to a point near the border with Nation A. From this point, they are poised to strike a serious blow at that country. As a warning to both the enemy and to Nation C, you are authorized to carry out a limited strike against that country's capital city. Your target is the broadcast tower. Expect heavy anti-aircraft fire and attack by enemy fighter aircraft. You are strictly forbidden to attack any structures other than the broadcast tower. Exercise extreme caution. Intelligence has ascertained the location of Forties, the enemy's principal economic grouping. It is on Island S in Archipelago G in the sovereign waters of Nation F. A successful strike against forties will critically damage the infrastructure of the enemy organization and hasten its dissolution. As the vanguard of our forces, we are responsible for the performance of reconnaissance over the island and the destruction of its defenses. This must be achieved before our main forces make their landing. These forces will reach the defensive perimeters of Island S within the next few hours. Mission 4, Stage 1. Emergency. We have received an urgent message from our patrol aircraft. A large number of enemy aircraft are approaching our task force. They are approximately 200 kilometers from our fleet's flag vessel. Their air-to-surface missiles could reach our ships at any moment. Launch the attack-capable aircraft your vessels carry and destroy the enemy aircraft. Communication between the mothership and our fighter planes must be kept to a minimum to cover evasive action by our task force. Each pilot is therefore at liberty to choose his or her own target and attack at will. Mission 4, Stage 2. The enemy is regrouping. Our forces should therefore take this opportunity to refuel and reload. The enemy's second wave is approaching. Several aircraft have broken through our defense perimeter and are approaching. Scramble! Mission 4, Stage 3. It is clear from the previous attack that the enemy aircraft were coming from Island S. Reconnaissance operations are underway to locate their base there. If possible, ascertain the location of their defenses and runways, and await the arrival of our main forces. Photograph the center of the island from high altitude, and return by the same route you came. Destroy any enemy aircraft that come in pursuit. Mission 4, Stage 4. Analysis of the photographs you have brought back indicates the location of the enemy base and the nature of its defenses. Before an attack on the base can be launched, it is essential that its missile defenses be knocked out. It has thus been decided that an attack on these positions will be carried out. It is expected that the enemy will have strengthened its defenses because of our patrols over the area. In your approach, then, the use of radar is forbidden. Your mission is one of extreme difficulty. Do not fail. Mission 4, Stage 5. Our bombers will shortly arrive over the enemy base. The group, led by Maverick 1, will draw away and then attack the enemy's fighter forces, giving our bombers time to complete their mission. While our allies are engaging the enemy fighters, your mission is to destroy the enemy's runways. Failure will be devastating to our bomber forces. Do not fail. The enemy organization, weakened by our attacks, has joined with an ultra-right-wing faction in the nation of R and is preparing to mount a counterattack. Their objective is to cause a military coup in nation R and to attack us with the support of its powerful military. We must destroy the enemy organization before it is able to accomplish this end. Successful completion of this campaign will restore world order. Mission 5, Stage 1. We have information that the enemy is mobilizing in concert with a faction of the armed forces of Nation R. They are assembling their forces at a naval installation in the east of Nation R in preparation for a military coup. If we allow this to happen, their overwhelming military power will leave us no choice but to fall back. Attack the naval installation and destroy the enemy forces assembled there. Mission 5, Stage 2. Across Nation R, fighting has broken out among different factions of its armed forces. The enemy is planning to use this opportunity to attack us. Resist them. Mission 5, Stage 3. While our aircraft were engaging the enemy, the militarists of Nation R launched a successful coup. The rebels now occupy the capital city. It is our responsibility to safeguard the aircraft of the President of Nation R as it takes him into exile in Nation F. It is thought that the enemy will want the President dead, and a desperate attack is expected. Defend the President's aircraft at all costs. Mission 5, Stage 4. Reinforcements and supplies arrived today at 1200 hours. Our cargo aircraft were to follow a route that led over Allied territory, but inclement weather has forced them to divert over enemy positions. Escort and defend those aircraft. Mission 5, Stage 5. We will suppress the enemy with an attack on the capital of Nation R. The enemy is defending the capital with highly trained forces. The defeat of these forces will ensure the demise of the enemy organization. This will undoubtedly be your most dangerous battle. Win the final victory and return alive. The enemy strategy of causing a military coup in Nation R has backfired, causing the downfall of its principal leaders. All organized military activity has ceased, and the organization has been forced to dissolve. Remnants of its forces are surrendering in every sector. The Sidewinder force has been a key element in the defeat of the enemy organization. Sidewinder will now be officially employed by the United Nations for anti-terrorist activities. Your courage and skill are the pride of the Sidewinder force, and an example to those who will follow in your ranks. Until the day when new challenges call you and the new members of Sidewinder forth again, farewell.